Hi everyone, welcome to Smart Semesters Java playlist. ఈ వీడియోలో మనం ఆపరేటర్స్ ఇన్ జావా, వాట్ ఆర్ ద డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ఆపరేటర్స్ అవైలబుల్ ఇన్ జావా తెలుసుకుందాం. అలాగే బేసిక్ ఆపరేటర్స్ విచ్ వి యూస్ ఇన్ అవర్ డైలీ రియల్ లైఫ్ సినారియోస్ నోన్ యాజ్ అరిథమెటిక్ ఆపరేటర్స్, వాటి గురించి ఇన్ డీటెయిల్గా చూద్దాం. ఫస్ట్ థింగ్, వాట్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఆపరేటర్? సి, one who drives the vehicle is known as driver. In a similar way, one who teaches any subject is known as teacher. Alane, if something is performing an operation, it is known as operator. That is the formal definition of operators in Java. Operators are symbols that performs operations on variables and values. These will perform certain type of operation. What type of operation depends on the type of operator we are using between two variables or between two values. Let's suppose a equals to 3 and b equals to 5 or two variables storing 3 and 5 respectively. Now we want to add the values of a and b. For that we know the basic operator addition. Plus represents addition operation. When we write a plus b, this operator plus will perform operation on the values of a and b. 3 plus 5. What will be the output? 8. So the output will be 8 when the operator plus performs operation over variables a and b. In a similar way, if you want to subtract value from each other, we will use minus symbol. It is used for subtraction. A minus b represents we are subtracting value of b from a. ఈ విధంగా జావాలో డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ సింబల్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఆ డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ గురించి మనం ఇప్పుడు తెలుసుకుందాం. Totally there are 7 types of operators in Java. First one is arithmetic operators. These are the basic operators which we use in our real life scenarios. To perform addition we use plus. To perform subtraction we use minus. To perform multiplication we use asterisk symbol. To perform division, one forward slash will be used. To get the remainder after performing division, we will use modulo operator. Don't worry, each and every operator how it behaves in special cases we will discuss in detail, but for now we will go through each type of operator, and then in later videos we will go in deep of each type of operators. Second type of operators are known as assignment operators. Assignment meaning they assign some values to the variables. For example, equals to. If we write a equals to 3, we are assigning value 3 to our variable a. ఈ విధంగా మనకు అసైన్మెంట్ ఆపరేటర్స్ ప్లస్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు, మైనస్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు, మల్టిప్లికేషన్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు, డివిజన్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు, మాడ్యులర్ డివిజన్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు. These are the different types of assignment operators. And third type of operators are known as comparison or relational operators. These are used to compare values of two variables, like is a greater than b or is a less than b. What we are doing here, we are comparing the values of a and b. Is a and b are equal in values? Like this, there are multiple types of comparison operators. Fourth type is logical operators. If you are from ECE background, you will get to know when I say logical and logical or logical XOR. In a similar way, in programming, we have two logical operators. One is logical and represented by two ampersands, and second is logical or represented by two parallel lines. How each operator behaves, we will discuss in detail when we talk about logical operators. And fifth type of operators is known as unary operators. See, all these operators except unary operators expect two or more variables, but in the name we can see unary, meaning they expect only one operator, like not of a, minus of a. They will perform only on one variable. Operation will be performed by unary operators only on the one variable. That is known as unary operators, and all other operators which expects two variables are known as binary operators. And sixth type of operators are known as bitwise operators. Bitwise operators performs operations at bit level. Type of operators that falls into this category or bitwise and bitwise or bitwise XOR. And finally, ternary operator. In the name itself, we can see ternary, meaning it expects three operators. The syntax of this is question mark followed by an expression and semicolon. We will discuss in detail when we have to use this ternary operator when we discuss about ternary operator. So these are 7 categories of operators available in Java. In this video, we will discuss more about the arithmetic operators. These operators are used to perform basic mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulo division. For addition, we will use plus symbol. For subtraction, we will use minus symbol. For multiplication, we use star, and the name of this symbol is known as asterisk. It performs multiplication. And one forward slash is used to represent a division between two variables. And finally, percentage symbol is used to represent modulo operation. See, ఈ త్రీ మనం బేసిక్గా యూజ్ చేసేవి. What we have to focus more is in between these two operators, how each operator is different from one another. Division operator. In max, if we say 3 divided by 2, what will be the value? 3, we will divide it with 2, 2 ones 2, 1 will be the remainder. Again we put the decimal point, 2 5 10 0. So what division operator will do is it returns the quotient. But here both 3 and 2 are integers. So the final result will also be a integer. It's not 1.5 which we get as output. We get 1. The whole part, not the decimal part, the whole part of the quotient. How we get only the whole part of the quotient? If you have any confusion, please refer to video number 18. In that video, I discussed in detail what will be the data type of the result based on the operands in an expression. Here, since both of them are integers, the final result will be also an integer. That's why we will get 1 as output. When you perform 3 divided by 2, you will get 1 as output. If you make one of the operand as float, for example 9.0 divided by 2. First, let's perform the division between 9 and 2. 2 4s 8, remainder will be 1. 2 5s 10, remainder will be 0. Now, data type of the result, final result, will depends on largest data type present in our expression. This is double. By default, every real number will be treated as double. And 2 is integer. Among these, int and double, which is the largest data type? Double. So the final output will also be double, and we don't get 4. 4 is an integer. We get 4.5 as output. So if both operators are integers only, we will get the whole part of quotient as result. If one of them or both, if they are float, then the final output will also be a float number. That is how division operator works. And the second type of division is modulo division. Modulo division, it is represented by percentage symbol. What it returns is, it returns the remainder after performing division. If we say 3 mod 2, we are expecting remainder as output after dividing 3 with 2. What it will do? It divides 3 with 2. 2 ones 2, remainder will be 1. It does not go beyond the point. It will consider up to the whole integer only. and the modulo operator stops here. What is the remainder? 1. It returns 1. When we say 3 mod 2, output we get is 1. In a similar way, if we divide 10 with 5, 10 is divided with 5, 5 to 10, remainder will be 0. This remainder will be returned. That is the basic difference between division and modulo division operators. It returns quotient as an integer when both the operators are integers, and if one of the operator is real number, the final result will be a real number. What modulo division performs? It performs division, but it returns the result. It does not go beyond the decimal point. It will divide up to the extent where we can't use decimal point. At that moment, what will be the remainder? The same will get stored in our output variable. Let's see a small program on these arithmetic operators. This is a small program that illustrates how arithmetic operators works. Here we are printing the value of a plus b, a minus b, a multiplied with b, a divided with b, and a modulo divided with b. The values of a and b are 12 and 7 respectively. Let's run the program. And here we can see the values of a plus b. 12 plus 7 is 17. A minus b. 12 minus 7 is 5. A multiplied by b. 12 sevens 84. A divided by b. 12 divided by 7. What will be the quotient? 7 point something. But since both a and b are integers, the output will be an integer. That is integer part of the quotient. So 1 got printed here. A modulo divided by b. What modulo division do? It gives remainder after dividing a with b. Here we are dividing a 12 with b whose value is 7. 7 ones 7, remainder will be 5. So the same is getting printed here. In comment section, I have pinned multiple examples where I used division and modulo operators. If you want to excel how division and modulo operator works in each case, just use paper and pen, try to figure out what will be the output and try to compare the values I provided. In the next video, we will discuss assignment operators in detail. Thank you.